Parents, I'm diving in to camp because I know that y'all have got questions. We've got people that if I cancel, they're going to be upset with me. We got people that if I keep going forward, they're going to be upset with me. And then we got a lot of people that are just kind of in between. So here's what we're doing, okay? We are moving forward with camp, and we're going to put some things in place that hopefully will set some minds at ease, and I want to use this video to talk about those things. Number one, we are going to be at Lakeview Methodist Camp and Conference Center. That is the camp that we are renting out their space to conduct our own camp. So we are in charge of it, not Lakeview Methodist Camp and Conference Center. They're just renting the space to us. Second thing, the space that we are renting out is made to hold 400 people. Right now, we are looking at having about 175, maybe to 185 people. So with that being said, we will not be, unless we just have a big influx of people, we are looking at being underneath that 50% capacity mark. And if everybody brings what they have told me they're bringing, like kind of their big number, then we will still be at the 50% mark. So as far as the CDC is concerned, as far as the governor of Texas is concerned, we will be able to practice indoor social distancing at that case. One way we're doing that is in our worship center. Everybody will have to sit by their church and in their small group. And not only that, but there will be 6 feet between the chair that your student is sitting in and the chair in front of them and then the chair behind them. We will not be able to go 6 feet to the chair to the left or to the right, but we will be able to distance those out as well because most of their projecting their voices are going to be going straight ahead. So that's where we're looking at providing the social distancing. So churches sitting together, small groups sitting together, and then the rows will be split 6 feet apart, and then the chairs will also be split apart as well. Another thing that we're going to be doing is in small groups. They're going to be very small, between 3 and 6 students. We will be outdoors in all of our small group settings, and they will also have to practice the CDC guidelines for social distancing there, primarily being 6 feet apart, and so on and so forth, and outdoors, which is a big thing if you've kind of kept up with the research. Finally, in the lunchroom, once again, they're going to have to sit by church, and the lunchroom is gigantic, and so we will be able to practice good spacing on our seating in the lunchroom there too. So that kind of covers. Oh, and then finally in the dorm rooms are made to hold 12 students. We will not be maxing out any dorm room. We have plenty of space. In a perfect world, we will have approximately I'll say this, we will have no more than 8 students in a dorm room. And so I'll be able to get you guys that number a little bit closer to camp as registrations are still coming in. So those are some things that we're doing kind of social distancing wise. We will have a medical staff at camp that will be doing temperature checks on every student every day, and on the adults twice a day. This is a actual medical staff. This is not just somebody that we brought with us or anything. Like, we're paying them considerable amounts of money to come and try to make sure that our kids stay healthy. So they'll be responsible for medications, for screening students as they come in, as they leave throughout the day, or not really necessarily as they leave, but throughout the duration of camp. Finally, we will be doing a health screening form that I need you to plug in here, okay? I'm going to post this on our app so that way you can see it. But the health screening form is going to be something that you must be able to check off all the boxes. And if you can't check off all the boxes, unfortunately, you got to have a conversation with me. It doesn't mean that your student can't go to camp. It just means that we got to call some medical professionals and get their input before we can send your student to camp. So some of the questions are like, has your student displayed any of the COVID-19 symptoms in the last 14 days prior to camp? Have they been exposed to anybody who definitely has COVID-19 in the last 14 days going into camp? And there are some other questions in that. So everybody will be forced to fill out that health screening form. And then finally, like I said, the big thing that we're going to be trying to do is as much outdoors as we can. And then when we're indoors, we're going to be practicing social distancing as we feel like it's good. So those are some of the things that we're doing to help. Maybe if you're on the fence, maybe that kind of gives you some comfort. If it gives you no comfort, hey, we completely understand. Look, since this thing has started, I have been really afraid of it, not afraid of it, and then somewhere in between. And so I've experienced all those different emotions, and so I completely understand anybody who's in any of those 3 areas. So just know that we want to be flexible with you guys. That's why there is no payment due until the 19th when we leave at check-in. We want to make sure that you guys, if you are still worried or concerned that, we're leaving on a Sunday, if you wake up Sunday morning, you're just like, I just can't send my student. Okay, we get it. We're not going to be charging you for that. So with all that being said, if you've got any questions for me, please feel free to give me a call. We're really looking forward to camp. We're excited that we're going to get to move forward with it. And so anyways, guys, keep fighting the good fight. Call me if you got any concerns or questions, and we'll talk to you later.